She used to be an actress.
She ever do anything I saw?
I think her biggest deal was she starred in a pilot.
What is a pilot?
Whew. Well, you know the shows on TV?
I don't watch TV.
Yes, but you are aware that there's an invention called television, and on that invention they show shows?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the way they pick their shows on TV is they make one show, and that show's called a pilot. And then they show that one show to the people who pick shows, and on the strength of that one show, they decide if they want to make more shows. Some get accepted and become TV programs, and some don't become nothing. She starred in one of the ones that became nothing.
You've pretty much mastered that. For sure.
You ever watch the video for the Rembrandts? I'll Be There For You?
No.
It's awful. Welcome to Couch Pilots, all of my friends. It's the show that dares to fly into the unknown territory of awful television pilots of the past. My name is Jason, and with me is the man who looks forward to his 30s. It's Captain Philip Resisher. Good evening. I love you.
Yes, and I understand that, and I yes.
Understand what?
Okay, yeah, we'll fill out the paperwork tonight.
Paperwork for what?
And
are you talking to me?
Fill out the paperwork tonight, and
on the phone.
We will we'll take care of the situation. I do appreciate your time, and I apologize for bothering you such late at night. But so yes, no, I completely understand. I think it was inappropriate as well, and very unsafe. You're for sure unsafe. All right, so thank you, Deidre. Yes, Deidre, you're doing a great job. Thank you. All right, bye. Sorry about that.
What are you doing?
I was talking to Deidre, our HR person.
For Couch Pilots?
Yeah. No, what other HR person would we have?
Oh, you. I know you've had in your personal life. I know you don't want to talk about, but there's a lot of trouble you've gotten in on your day job for HR, and so I didn't know if you had a Deidre there as well.
No, why would we have? I would have two Deidres.
I don't know.
We've had Deidre on the books for.
I know we talk about her almost every episode. I'm sorry. What are you doing? So why are you doing this during the show? You told me to start. And then I did, and then you got on the phone.
Well, yeah, because we have a little situation we need to take care of.
What is it?
Well,
is it something I did?
No.
Oh, thank God. I'm going to tune out then now, whatever you say.
Last week, everybody heard the stewardess Molly was on the show, and she was obviously intoxicated.
Was she?
During her shift.
Oh, my God.
And
I thought she had lead poisoning or Lyme disease.
Yeah, I wish it was Lyme disease. But I talked to HR. We are going to have to put her on suspension for a month.
Suspension of disbelief?
No, suspension of work.
With pay or without pay?
Without pay. Without pay for a week. So, or 2 weeks or so. But, and then
we pretty much have her employed here as a professional courtesy. So to have her leave with no work is pretty.
Well, that's why we did it with no pay.
Yeah, no, that's
because
good.
otherwise, you know.
Yeah, we're always like right on the red.
Yeah, we're.
Well, what did
some people would call this a red podcast?
I guess so. What did she do in particular? Because I mean, I was there. I do remember it.
You were there, and she doesn't remember it because we had a meeting. I didn't want to bother you about it, but we had a meeting with HR.
Well, you had a meeting?
Yeah, and
I should be there for that kind of thing.
With Deidre and her and me and. We sat down and we kind of talked it out, and I played some of the audio back, and it was obvious that because she didn't remember some of it.
How's Deidre looking?
She's looking like any 85-year-old woman would look.
Yeah. Okay. All
but
right.
so
is she still a widow?
Huh?
Is she still a widow?
Well, yeah, she's still a widow. The guy,
I don't know.
Her husband doesn't come back to life.
Technology changes. Tupac is a hologram. I don't know what's going on.
Her husband's a hologram.
Maybe.
Awesome. But
talk to me like I'm an idiot.
But she's been suspended, and you know it's sad because who wants to put their own wife on suspension?
Well, it sounded earlier like you did because you were wishing Lyme disease on her.
Well, yeah, I suspended her ass because.
Well, or what's gonna is it like a suspension to go to like rehab? Is she going to like getting help somewhere?
No.
Okay, so, but we agree that she was here and drunk. And I would like to know specifically what she was suspended for. But because of her activity while drunk, you would think that a proper workplace might give her the opportunity to get some help. But that's not what we're doing.
No,
Okay.
we don't care about her downfall.
No.
But we had passengers on the plane, and she put them at risk. She didn't do the whole safety thing at the beginning of the flight. And
I remember that one guy went into epileptic shop.
Yes,
because he had she was handing out peanuts when she shouldn't be handing out peanuts.
Right, we say no peanuts.
They're expired. First of all,
there's 4 things that we agree on
Count
for the
them
show.
on.
Okay,
One.
We don't talk about politics.
No politics.
Religion.
No religion, folks.
Cops.
No cops.
And no peanuts.
Keep them out of here.
Keep those peanuts out of here.
I love peanuts.
I do too.
I love them.
It made me sick.
But we can't have them in a pressurized cabin like this with recirculating air with people who may go into epileptic shock.
Yep. So, it made for an unsafe work environment. We did discuss rehab possibly, but then she informed me that I drink a lot more than she does. And
that's something you can do together. You guys have activity together.
If anybody was to go to rehab first, it would be me. So I appreciated that. It was very difficult to have this meeting with HR and be shown some things that I have wrong. You
have to look in the mirror sometimes and say, "Hey,
sure." But you can fly
without sin.
You can fly drunk. It's not a big deal.
I mean, it's pretty much just like come in here, press a couple buttons, and then of course. Because
how was it again?
I mean, because we get in here and I will.
Is it a squirt gun?
I'll take it up, right?
Yeah, and I do everything in the middle,
and I'll take it back down, and that's it.
So
it's easy peasy 1, 2, 3
So
chicken squeeze.
Hopefully in a couple weeks, maybe we'll have her on the show.
Well, she was supposed to be on next week.
Well, but she's suspended. We can't ask her to be on the show if she's suspended.
Well, you told me not to ask her, right?
Well, because you didn't know about this. I
didn't know about it, and you wanted to tell me.
I don't want to bother you. I mean, I filed everything. I put it in a mail folder.
Did you laminate it?
I laminated it. I just didn't want you to be bothered with it because my wife, my responsibility, right?
Happy life, happy wife.
Yeah.
Life wife. Remember when Borat said that?
Yeah. So what do you got going on? What's up with you?
Nothing.
That's good.
I got a lot of time on my hands. No, that's not true. I've been working hard on the show because we've been cranking out. For everyone at home listening, is business as usual. But I've been doing a lot of extra work on the shows to get ready because you're going to be taking a vacation to Vegas.
I think I'm gone right now.
While this was released, you're probably there having the time of your life.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to make sure we're ready so we don't miss a week because we have so many people that depend on us that come out. Couch pilots. Mondays belong to couch pilots, right?
Right. I've had 2 errors in the past month, and the only person that's let me know about it is you.
Well, someone let me know today.
Oh,
someone let me know. So,
nice.
Hey, I think this thing's wrong.
Who's that person?
Kevin Clark.
Oh, why didn't he contact me?
He said he lost your number. No, we were talking about something else.
I don't blame him.
No, we were talking about something because I wanted to have him on the show, and he's like, I'm going to be training for my new job soon. So we were talking about something else on the side. He's like, oh, hey, I think the thing's off. And I was like, I'll tell Captain Philip Restisher. Yeah, that's about it, though.
Yeah.
I've been on this kick for a while. I don't know if I ever told you about this, but I collect Pyrex. Did you know that?
What's Pyrex?
Pyrex, they make kitchen stuff like bowls, and they make I don't know, a lot of those.
A Mysterium bowl from the Mysterian era?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. I'll have to look into it. But so, those clear glass measuring cups?
Yes.
They make stuff like that.
Okay.
But they had all these old vintage patterns and designs. And I'm like, I collect a very particular type of Pyrex.
Yeah.
And so I just stopped somewhere on my way over here and picked up a couple pieces from someone from Marketplace.
Wow.
So that's
your life is pretty banging right now.
I feel like you're making fun of me. You're like smirking.
What are you going to do with it?
I use the pieces that I have. Like they're big mixing bowls, and I have all my stuff matches now. Plates, bowls. What is it funny? A man's got to have a hobby.
You're in your almost early 40s, and you're collecting measuring cups and bowls.
I'm not really collecting measure cups. That was just an example for you.
Well, but I'm just saying.
I don't collect more. I don't collect duplicates of the same thing.
So you find stuff to collect, and you collect it until you got everything, and then you move on to something else.
Yeah, but these I use.
It was bottle caps for a long time.
And those are displayed fondly on my refrigerator.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Women.
I collect women.
CDs. You collect a lot of CDs. You don't need CDs anymore.
It's an art installation in my bedroom.
It is.
Believe me, when women go in there, they're impressed. They're like, look at that dead format on the wall. How do I collect women? What does that mean? What? I collect them?
Well, you don't
like a serial killer.
like animal. Ooh,
I do that?
No.
Then what did you mean by that?
I'm just you rack up numbers.
That's
You're
not entirely.
The only reason you're saying this now is because you're kind of on a hiatus unintentionally.
I'm on an unintentional hiatus.
Yeah, because you don't want to be on a hiatus, but you are, so it's unintentional.
Okay.
Right?
No, I'm fine with being on hiatus. I am.
But how long is this hiatus going to last?
Oh God, how old am I now? When does Hale Bop come back? The Hale Bop comet.
The Haley's Comet?
No, Hale Bop. That's the one where that cult leader had everyone wear Keds or Nike shoes and then castrate themselves and kill themselves. Remember that guy?
They castrated then killed themselves?
I think they killed themselves and then castrated themselves. But you know the guy I'm talking about, right?
No.
Heaven's Gate.
Oh yeah.
Hale Bop.
Yeah. I didn't know what that was called.
The Hale Bop comet.
Hale Bop, 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 you bop. Gonna kill yourself with some Kool-Aid.
I tell you what, that middle Hanson is hot, man. She's a good looking broad, isn't she?
She's good looking.
Oof, she's about as good looking as Miley Cyrus.
Don't be dissing Miley Cyrus because I am on a Miley Cyrus kick right now, and people will be hating. People have been hating on her.
Who's been hating?
My wife says she looks gross, and she says she has whore makeup on, and it doesn't like the way she sings. And I'm like, pfft.
Well, is there a version of Miley Cyrus that you don't like that Molly's into?
No, I don't.
What kind of music is she into?
Well, I thought that I was like, oh, I've hit a banger right here. She's gonna probably be into it and groove the songs, and she didn't. I like it. I think she doesn't like it because she probably thinks that I'm only seeing her as a sex symbol as opposed to her music.
Is that true?
No. That song is great that she did.
She's great. You ever hear her do this?
All right.
I wish I could.
Yeah, I don't know about Miley Cyrus. I guess she's like
36. 38. She's 38.
She's absolutely not 38.
No,
she's probably
28. 28, I'm sorry.
I would say that she's an attractive lady. Some of her music is good. Does she write her own music?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely sure. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of pop artists don't write their own music. There's nothing wrong with that.
I researched all this shit.
Okay. Right before you jerk off, you research it?
Yeah, for sure. She's a banger.
She's a bang. And that's the name of one of her albums, right?
Sure.
Bangers, isn't it?
I don't know. I didn't do that much research. What are we doing today?
Does that work?
What?
Working?
What working?
What'd you say? Did you say what did I do today?
No. I said what are we doing today?
We're recording a podcast.
Well, it's called a segue. Jesus Christ. Put you on suspension.
Suspension of disbelief? Could I have pay though?
Sure. You would.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take a leave of absence. Have you ever had absinthe? Leave of absinthe? Have you ever had that?
I've had absence of the tooth.
You would think that there would be a brand of absinthe called a leave of absinthe. Is it?
There's absinthe vodka.
But isn't it like an alcohol, like a hallucinogenic alcohol? Isn't that what it is?
Sure.
Hey, you don't know?
No.
Have you ever heard of it? You ever heard of absinthe?
No, I'm just moving along.
Oh God. You want to talk about your anniversary?
Nope.
Today we discuss the pilot episode of our 30s from the year of our Lord 2006.
Great year. 2006, a very good year. I have been out of school for 12 years. I was party banging. I was having a good time. Some would call it a year for the roses. I was probably in my 31s?
Probably 38.
38s?
Probably 38, like
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah. And you were a 32.
It's probably about 38. No, I was 25 in that year, and you were 31.
I was right at the beginning.
Yeah, I was just I didn't feel like we were at that point yet, so I was just fucking around.
I got you.
You might be on suspension. What if we suspend each other? 3, 2, 1. You're suspended. Damn it! Cancel each other out. Let's go back to 2006 in our minds, and we'll discuss some things that happened in that year, so we can properly be in the mind frame of the year that our 30s, the pilot we're discussing today, was released.
So we were both in our 30s at the time.
I was 25, so
Okay.
I was pretty much in my 30s, and you were 31,
One.
which I mean you
Yeah.
were almost in your 30s,
Almost done.
yeah, almost done.
Can't do it.
June 1st, a number of fake $1 million bill gospel tracts printed by Living Waters Publications are seized from the Great News Network by the United States Secret Service as possible counterfeits.
Do we even have $1 million bill?
No. The highest bill, I think, might be $50,000. And it's not in regular circulation.
Obviously not.
I mean, I don't have one on me, is what I'm saying. Isn't it sad to think that you could have a,
$50,000 bill.
well, just like a bill that was greater than your net worth?
Well, yeah, and my thing is like, how do you you go to the gas station, you need cigarettes and gas, and you're like, hey, here, can you break this?
Yeah, can you break this $50,000 bill? And I think what they do is just hand you, like, it's like you own part of this gas station.
Right.
You can have
You
all
own me.
You can have all the cherry flavored Twizzlers you want. Anything
And
off the
slushies.
Oh, slushies are good. What's your favorite slushie?
I'm a cherry slushie all day. Don't give me that Coke slushie.
Don't give me that Coke. And you know what?
If
I
I
know
want
you
to-
love Mountain Dew, but don't give me the Mountain Dew slushie either.
If I wanted a Coke or a Mountain Dew slushie, I would just put a can in the freezer.
Absolutely. I went to my mom's yesterday. She's trying to have a monthly like family dinner.
Oh, I wasn't invited.
No, absolutely
Okay.
not. There's a sign with your face. It's just a red circle and a line through it on the door. My mom goes to my sister. She gives her a cup, and she's like, "This is a wine slushie. Would you like to have this?" And my sister's like, I love booze."
Yeah.
And so she's drinking it, and then she offers one to my brother, and he says yes. She doesn't offer one to me, which I don't know why. I think she just forgot or thinks I have a problem, which I don't think I do. But I don't think I would take one because I don't know that sounds good.
It doesn't sound good.
I don't think. Have you ever walk down the street and you see like a fake dollar bill and you pick it up and it's like, "This is come to our church," or it's basically like a piece of advertisement.
No, but I've had dollar bills before that had red stamping on it, or like a website. It's like, hey, track George Washington.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I've had those.
You've
And the
never seen those ones?
And one, I had one that on the back of it, you know, the White House is on it,
Oh yeah,
and it said it was stamped red, and it's like Trump's house.
yeah.
And I was like,
I've never seen that one.
no mas.
But you've never seen the ones where it's basically like an advertisement.
No.
It's not like trying to look exactly like a dollar because bills are made out of like a cloth, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's not just paper.
It's you can shower with it pretty much.
And I do.
Yeah.
I shower not like just in the shower with me, but I shower with it. Like I use it as
like a
exfoliator.
a loofah. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'll put a bunch of ones together. I put a rubber band around the middle, and they all puff out. Really scrub.
Oh, yeah.
Get that top layer of dermis off. Fucking who needs it?
Who needs the dermis?
No one need dermis. So I just think that's funny that the Secret Service is like, God damn, we're bored. Let's go bust this church for making advertisements $1 million. It's probably like it'll say $1 million the bill, and it'll be like your ticket to heaven. Is probably what it says on there.
Right.
You know,
This is how much it would cost.
what a waste of time. I almost said Circuit City, but I meant to say Secret Service.
So much wasted time that Circus City is not even around anymore.
June 6th, the 40th anniversary High Mass of the Church of Satan occurred in Los Angeles, where Satanists gathered from 9 different countries to celebrate the day.
I mean, it's fine. It's the United States. You do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that Satan's not real.
Okay.
You know, so like basically, it's like when people gather for like cosplay. It's the same thing. It's like, okay, y'all like this stuff, just do it.
Yeah.
But in next way, you're like, man, it's no big deal.
But don't they? Okay, let me ask you this: a couple questions. Is Satan the same thing as the devil?
I I don't think there's a devil or a Satan.
I know, but like as far as what because there are obviously this group believes in Satan, and like
I would think that the Satan and the devil would be the same thing to them. Yes.
Okay, that was my question.
Yeah.
Like people who believe in that stuff,
Sure.
is it? But now they say that the greatest trick the devil ever played was to make you think that he didn't exist. You ever hear that?
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Could be true. I could be getting played right now.
But what if you're the devil? Would you tell me? You have to tell me. I know we don't talk about cops, but if I ask you you're the devil, you gotta tell me.
No, I'm not.
Look at me.
I don't
in the
think
eye.
I'm a bad guy.
Look at me in the eye.
I'm not the devil. I don't think I'm that bad of a guy.
Okay, I don't think the devil's
I
that
got
bad.
issues.
Yeah.
But I'm not that bad of a guy.
I think like Satan and the devil, I don't think they're that bad. Like they're sweet talking, smooth talking dudes, right? They're not. They don't come off as bad guys. And so I'm just saying that you don't come off as a bad guy either. So like you saying that
true.
you're not a bad guy doesn't mean you're not Satan.
I could be the devil.
Would you know?
I don't. I'm gonna research it.
You're gonna research
That's why
whether or not you're the devil?
Yeah. I'm gonna Google and go, who's the devil? Question mark.
Well, maybe. What if you just had a Bible? If you put a Bible on your skin, would it burn you?
No.
What if you took sacred communion? Would that like burn holes through you?
No.
Sunlight,
That's a Dracula.
silver bullet,
That's a Dracula.
Garlic.
That's a werewolf.
garlic,
What?
garlic.
I like garlic.
Okay. What about? Can you see yourself in the mirror?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. Here's my analysis. You're probably not the devil.
Look at me not being the devil.
You ever know someone who worships the devil or like is a Satanist? I think they're two different things. I think a Satanist is different than a devil worshiper.
I've never been involved with anybody or like met anybody that was like really into it.
Yeah.
Except in like junior high when everybody wore Metallica and Ozzy Osbourne shirts.
Goth kids.
Yeah. But they don't scare me.
I recently came across like a garage sale, and the guy was selling like a bunch of like actual witchcraft books, and he had a book. It was called the Satan Chronicles or the Satanic Texts or something. So I bought it.
Okay, cool.
And I took it home, and I was going to look through it, and I just felt I grew up in a Christian family,
Sure.
so I felt weird having it, and so I got rid of it.
You got rid of it. Did you throw it away or did you sell it?
I tried to burn it, but it wouldn't burn. It's all paper too. It's not cloth like a dollar bill.
But did you throw it away or did you?
Well,
sell it?
I took it in a coffee can, an old Folgers can in my backyard, and I tried to light it on fire.
No, I'm telling you the truth.
This is where we get serious. Okay.
Yes.
No, I took it to Goodwill. I just put it in the Goodwill box.
You felt that uncomfortable. You got rid of it.
I felt weird. Yeah, I just felt weird having that in there.
Did you feel like something bad was going to happen to you, or just
I don't know. I just felt bizarre.
guilty? How bizarre?
I don't know. I don't know if I felt guilty. It just felt weird. I know it's stupid. It's my own.
But then why did you buy it in the first place? Didn't you feel weird when you were going to buy it?
Because I started like as soon as I bought it, I like started waving it around so everyone would think I was cool. But when I got home, I was like, I'm not cool.
You start carving
I
things
fucking
in your
collect
chest.
Pyrex. Yeah,
Right.
and then I
You go from Pyrex to like Satan
0 to
literature.
60.
Yeah, makes sense.
I carved Pyrex in my chest, but it's like reverse, so I can read it in the mirror.
Dude, that's
Like
good.
ambulance.
Ambulance.
June 7th, a meteorite impact event occurs in northern Troms County, Norway. Locals compare the resultant explosion to the nuclear explosion at Hiroshima. The impact location was apparently desolate, and no structural damage or casualties are reported.
This happens all the time. Like stuff from space.
Space junk.
Space junk comes flying in. And how often do you look on Facebook or the internet and like, there's a meteor 4 football fields away. It might hit recently. Ooh, there's this Chinese satellite. It's gonna hit the Earth.
I love China.
It fucking went right in the ocean. Who cares?
Yeah, fuck that.
You know.
It burnt up. I think it probably largely burnt up in the atmosphere, and then it just chunks it.
Everybody just calm down.
Well, if a meteor landed in your backyard, like a small one, would you approach it? Would you like try to like capture it,
Yeah, I would dig it up.
harvest it?
I would dig it up, and I put it in a glass case, and then I would go to call the news, obviously the newspapers, TV.
Mo deGrasse Tyson,
Yes, and I would be like, I own a meteorite, and I'd be famous.
and they come over and do a quick spot at your house.
I would hope if a meteor hit here, it would get rid of all those fucking things that are tearing up my yard.
Moles. Yeah, I got a mole problem too. It's not like yours though. if I had a meteor, I would hope that if I approached it, it would give me some sort of supernatural powers.
That's TV.
Like a ST. Did you say STD?
Yes.
I hope that if I approached a meteor, it'd give me
Gonorrhea.
It'd give me gonorrhea, spaceria, intergalactic chlamydia,
Or AIDS.
What?
Can you get meteor AIDS?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
It could happen.
meteor shower,
Ooh, it's like a golden shower, but hotter.
asteroids,
Asteroids. I like it.
inner
Get it?
space.
Get asteroids. Yeah. Get it? Say it real fast.
Astroaids.
Say it faster.
Astroaids. Astroaids.
Yeah, see, like...
Asteroids.
There you go.
Asteroids. I get it.
Yep. Thanks for catching up on the joke.
What?
What?
Well, I don't know about you, but I am safely and securely back in 2006, and I'm ready to tackle this pilot now. I wasn't ready when we started. I said, "Don't start the show," and you're like, "I got to say something about Molly not being here," and I was like, "Well, now I'm ready though."
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right, Chad.
That's our new thing. That's our new thing.
I'm glad you got a thing, and I'm glad it's not going to rehab together. Why do we choose to watch our 30s?
Three simple criteria, obviously. One, it was a television show that was aired or didn't air, and it did not go to series. Oh, yeah! We found it on the internet for sure, and it was free because we're poor brothers.
We are poor brothers, aren't we? That was a quick thing. Oop.
Thank you, folks. Thank you.
I like the crowd sounds.
Oh, that's great. It makes us feel like somebody's listening.
It does make it feel like what we're doing is not for naught.
No, not.
Where can you find the entire episode of Our 30s? Well, you can do so by subscribing to Couch Pilots on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app of choice, and then simply click on one of our classically blue links in our show notes, or go to YouTube. Blake?
You know what to do, too.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff, please.
All right? You all right? Is there enough oxygen in the cab?
I think I got some residual peanut dust.
Ooh.
It went up my nose. I'm not allergic to peanuts, but I also don't want to breathe it in.
You want to breathe it out?
Yeah. Open the window, will you?
Okay, sure. Oh, shit. God damn it.
Yeah, be careful because the window breaks easy. Summary of the pilot. A group of friends living in San Francisco make their way through life in their 30s. Are you yawning because that was so boring?
No, I'll give it a B. That's basically what it is.
That's pretty much what we saw.
Yeah.
We didn't see, when the show started, it wasn't all of their birthday. It wasn't like all of their 30th birthday. And then when the show ended, it wasn't them turning 40. So we didn't see them go all the way through their 30s.
Sure.
We just saw a 22-minute pilot.
Right.
I assume no one had a birthday during the short window.
Which is weird because on the intro, somebody has a 30th birthday party.
It's
There's a cake.
The whole intro is different cakes with numbers on it. It's like, yeah, we get it.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
get it, guys.
Yes.
We know what birthdays are.
You like white cake as opposed to chocolate cake. We understand.
We love icing.
Icing on my 30th birthday. Icing on my 30th birthday. A lot of our listeners can probably relate to being in their 30s.
I think every time I get fan feedback, it's usually someone from who's about 10 to 13 years old. So
Okay.
I feel like that's our demo.
Do you reply to them?
All of them.
Do you ask them for pictures?
Yeah, I mean, I want to know
Sure.
who's watching or
Put a
listening to the
name
show.
with a face with a
Sure.
penis.
What was the last part?
Huh?
Say that again.
A name with a face with a penis.
A penis.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you know what I'm doing. Interesting facts.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Interesting Facts. This is the part of the show where Jason has scoured the internet to find facts about this pilot that you may not know. All we ask is that you keep your opinions of these facts to yourself. Don't taint someone else's experience. Let them absorb on their own. Jason, you may proceed.
You don't know what hard times are, Daddy.
This pilot was made for ABC. Fact. Widely considered to be another Friends ripoff, which is why we played the Friends music at the beginning. Should I play the whole song right now? No, just the whole song.
No.
How about
Everybody knows it.
how about the whole song twice, back to back?
Nope, just lay on a couch and the rain. Just lay on a couch in the rain.
I remember it being a hit. That song, right? It was
It was like on the charts.
and it was on MTV too.
Like done by the Outfield or something.
No, that was the Outfield.
The Rembrandts.
It was the Rembrandts, yeah. But the video was awful because it was just like a white background with the band playing and singing, and then the cast members just kind of like dancing
Just
through
showing
it.
up. Just showing up like, hey, we're here.
Oh, that's got to be embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yikes!
I wonder how much they got paid for that.
Like probably $1 billion.
Probably.
They all probably get like $1 billion.
Are you going to watch the reunion show? Are you going to watch
It was
it?
supposed to be out like a year ago, right?
But
And it's not
because of COVID.
It's not a scripted thing. It's just like them all sitting together being interviewed by Ellen DeGenerate. Is that right?
Oh no, I thought it was like a scripted thing. There's like
maybe they changed it.
There's like 22 there's 22 like guest appearances. Tom Selleck is one of them.
Tom Selleck, conservatively 78 years old.
Yeah, but he was fucking Monica.
High five that shit. Yeah. Okay. So maybe it did change. Maybe there is something because
It did.
last time it was supposed to be like, hey, it's going to be on HBO. I was like, why is it fucking on HBO?
No, it's gonna be HBO because they can afford it.
But it's an NBC show. I don't get it.
WNBC.
Directed by Denny Gordon, who has directed episodes of Ally McBeal, The Office, Jack Ryan, and 30 Rock. Fact.
That's good.
It is good. Are you getting enough sleep?
No,
I worry about you.
no, I'm not.
You kind of have permanent bags under your eyes, but they feel like they're just slightly darker these days.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. It's fine.
Name 10 things.
Bowling, job 1, job 2, woodworking, kid things, marriage things, drinking, jackpot night,
2 more, you got it.
12-hour shifts.
All right. Couch Pals.
Couch, you know what? Couch balls.
Stop it. This is your time to be with me.
Swimming pool.
This is your time to be with me.
I know.
You love it.
I do love it. I do. I enjoy it.
This is your time to spend with
If
me.
it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing this. I would have already canceled the whole thing.
Well, I have mixed feelings about what you saying that.
Why?
Because I feel like you don't want to do this.
No, I do.
Are you going to be...
We would never hang out if we didn't do it.
Episode 300, are you done? Is that it for you?
No.
Yes, it is.
Leave a cliffhanger. This is a cliffhanger.
You're gonna announce it. I know you are. You haven't told me yet, but I know you're done. Written by David Walpert, who has produced such projects as House of Lies, Scrubs, New Girl, and Veronica Mars. Fact.
Eli has on his second viewing of every Scrubs episode. He's like, I don't know what he likes about it.
I didn't care for it.
No.
There's some good people in the show. Sure. I don't know. There's something. Who's the main guy? His name's JD, right?
JD.
Oh, Zach Barf.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I don't know. I hear weird things about him.
Well, but I also think that I don't understand why he's watching it for the second time, because I'm sure still now he wouldn't get like half the jokes. Like,
maybe so.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? He's not old enough to get half.
Not only age wise, but then there's also like probably it's an older show now. There's probably references he doesn't get.
Sure.
Sarah Chalk, when she was a young lady, she's a good looking.
That's a blonde girl.
Oh yeah,
yeah, she's good looking.
But Zach Braff, I hear like he doesn't like anyone on set to be like better looking than him. Like his ego is like
really
shaky and crazy.
Huh?
He seems like
Reminds
a douchebag.
me of somebody I know.
What's that?
Huh? No, I just write notes down.
Is it about getting a mirror in the studio? You can add that to the notes.
Okay, mirror in the cockpit.
That's right. Thank you. It sounds like an old '80s new age song. Mirror in the cockpit. Mirror in the cockpit. Stars Rashida Jones as Liz. You may know her from The Office, Parks and Recreation, I Love You Man, and The Social Network. Fact. Her dad's Quincy Jones. You know that?
Oh, really?
That's true.
He's black though.
Oh yeah, she's half black. The good half.
She's a halfy half.
The good half. She's the good half black.
Yeah, for sure.
Also stars.
I didn't know that.
Oh, that's true.
That's
and then her mom was like, I think a famous singer, but I think maybe a white lady or a Jewish lady.
That's pretty interesting.
It's a fact. Yeah. Better watch it with that. Also stars Peter Serafinowicz as Austin. You may know him from Guardians of the Galaxy, Spy, and Shaun of the Dead. You ever see Shaun of the Dead?
No.
Fuck it!
Okay.
The outro song is a song called You Are the Generation That Bought More Shoes, and You Will Get What You Deserve by Johnny Boy. You ever hear that?
Johnny Boy, how I love you, Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy.
I love your songs.
Thank you. I love your songs too.
Some say that the show is built on the back of the songs that you sing. Did you know that?
No.
Twitter responses. How about that?
Twitter responses. I wonder if Jason got some Twitter responses.
No, I didn't get any Twitter responses.
Really?
Some of these people, this is made, 15 years ago.
All right.
These are fairly young folks.
They're not dead, though.
No, everyone in this pilot right now is probably like 42 to 50, I would say.
Right.
And I know you guys got Twitter. I found it. Okay, I found that you
saw
have Twitter. I saw you on there tweeting. You know who's got a Twitter? Rashida Jones. You know the last day she tweeted?
Huh.
The day that Trump got elected.
Oh.
I think she just quit after that, or has like a secret account or something.
Ooh, a secret.
You ever have a secret account?
I got a secret account.
Like if you want to spy on like ex-girlfriends or ex-wives, you got like a secret account.
I've done some stuff,
Get out there.
Yeah. My ex-hamster, I got a back-end account.
I don't know what that means, but I think it sounds smart. It sounds like a smart thing to have a back-end account, though, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because you want this is what you want. You want a porno account for your friends, so they can see
right.
Oh, look at all the like regular stuff he's into.
Right.
And then you got like a back-end account.
Sure.
And you click on the search bar, and it brings down all your old searches to make it quick.
Right.
But you can't do that in front of your friends because
exactly.
they don't want to see the words human shit typed
You have
in a
to
search.
be. No, I'm not into poop play.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say? Shit covered dicks.
No, I was gonna say I'm not into Michael poop play.
Michael Poupley? Do you think he got that every day in school?
Oh, for sure.
Do you think he was into Poupley?
He probably is. We'll find out.
We will. Everything comes to light eventually.
Sure.
We'll find out.
He'll
what
get
he's into.
canceled pretty soon.
Michael Poupley will get canceled when it finds out that he's
He's
making...
like, what? I'm just playing with poop.
It's my poop, guys.
And hers, and she's 12.
Oh, Jesus. Another listener of Couch Pilots. Let's put 10 minutes on the clock. And we'll talk about our 30s. We'll break down the plot. Go ahead and let's start to rock and roll.
Right. So we have Lloyd and Emily, and they are a blonde girl and a brown-haired guy, and they're walking down the stairs, and she's talking about her boss at work asked her out for coffee, and Lloyd's like, that shouldn't happen. He's like a CEO. He shouldn't ask you out for coffee. And they're cooking dinner. They're getting dinner ready. And Austin, who you mentioned earlier, he's the British guy.
Right.
And he comes walking in and messing with the dinner because he's concerned the chicken's not going to get done on time.
This is, I believe, Emily's house that we're in.
Yes.
She's dating Lloyd, but he doesn't live there.
We find that out later on.
And
Spoiler alert.
when they go down the stairs, it's like a single camera shot, and they're kind of like breaking the fourth wall, and they're showing all the different parts of the house. But they don't do that a lot. Like they do have kind of like this one opening sweeping shot.
I really only noticed it on the first shot.
And the rest of it's like a multicam, regular sitcom, and there is a laugh track, right?
Sure.
And then the bartender is like, hey, I'm going to have sex with this bartender lady. I'm excited to do that.
The bartender?
Bartender, yeah.
Austin's not a bartender.
No, Austin says he's going to have sex with
Well, you
her.
didn't say that. You said the bartender was going to have sex with a bartender.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh, I meant Austin.
Okay.
How about this? I'm sorry.
He's going to have...
Ow.
He thinks he's going to have sex with this bartender who basically gave him the wrong phone number and is what they call nowadays ghosting him.
He totally got ghosted. Why? I don't understand that though. Why do they do it? Please don't do that. Stop, please. You know I get scared of that and then turned on by that noise at the end. Why do ladies give guys the wrong phone number? Is it if a guy is being like super aggressive?
Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Guys, be aggressive. Be aggressive, guys. No, I think it's just their way of like getting out of the situation. You know what I mean? They're just like, whether their guys are being aggressive or not, they don't care. It's just like, I don't like this guy. I'm going to do this to get it over with.
So it's like basically giving the guy something so they'll leave her alone.
That's the women I like.
What does that mean?
Yeah. They just like give him a stinky pinky just so he'll get away.
I'm right now in an unintentional hiatus. I don't know if you know this about me.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like
Yeah, just
take notes from people who
Yeah.
know what's up. So what does that mean?
if a girl gives you a number, just cram your hand down her pants
Cram my hand.
and start
Hold on, I'm making a note of this. Cram.
twiddling the bits.
Twiddling bits. Okay. Okay. Cool. Hey, thanks.
Hey, no
you
problem.
You can edit that out if you want.
No.
This is just me
It's
like
just
trying
me-
to get
yeah,
back on
I
track.
got you. And so it comes in. Quincy Jones's daughter comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Don't call her daughter.
Don't.
But she has a baby, and she was talking about how it doesn't smile.
Gus.
Gus. What the fuck does Gus mean?
It's a real baby too.
Well, why wouldn't it be?
Sometimes it's like they wheel in
Plastic baby?
a stroller, and they don't. It's not facing the camera, and you just hear baby noises.
Right.
It's not. But they actually. They
This
really have a
baby grew up to be a famous, had a famous line of clothing, jewelry.
It did?
Yeah, anything you could. Yeah, you ever heard of Gus's? Gus.
No, I haven't.
Oh yeah, I got Gus shorts.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying Gus or Guess?
Gus.
Okay, that's what I thought you said. Just make sure. There's a bunch of people that come over to Emily's house. Daniel and his lady show up. I can't remember her name. Lynn, maybe. It's impossible.
Oh, I'm sorry, I did forget that the black woman, the black man, and the white woman.
Jessica,
they brought
maybe.
wine.
Daniel and Jessica might be. But yeah, basically, the first scene of the show, they just say, "Here's 15 characters,
And they're all meeting.
Figure
for
it the
dinner.
fuck out."
Yeah, and they're all meeting dinner, and then comes in Jessica and Kyle. Jessica is a beautiful blonde young lady, and she's with Kyle, her fiance, who is a Major League Baseball player.
Oh, I thought they said football, but he is an
He's
athlete.
MLB baby.
Okay. There's lots of sex jokes I noticed.
Yeah.
Austin, the British guy, he does find out he got blown off by the bartender. And then Daniel and Alice, what's it? Maybe it's Alice. They make an announcement to everyone. Hey, we got divorced last month.
Yes, that's I call that the black and white couple. I didn't get their names. I call it black and white couple. But yeah, they're happy as can be. They say, "Hey, we got a big announcement," and they say, "Oh, you're pregnant," and they're like, "No, we got divorced a month ago."
That's insane to me.
Yeah.
If you are, we'll just say that they're 30. Okay.
Sure.
If they've been together since they're 18 and have been married for 12 years and they weren't having kids at 24, 25, that seems insane to
They
me,
ain't
right?
fucking right.
There's
There's a lot of butt action
It's
going
all
on.
asshole fucking.
Assholes and elbows.
But they're really like, everyone's like, you guys are the perfect couple. This doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
We're like, well, we didn't really.
Of all the people like in this room to get divorced, you would be the last people we think about.
They're basically saying, you're the perfect couple. Why? And they're like, we're gonna have the perfect divorce where everything's very amicable. We missed our 20s essentially.
So we're just gonna try to fuck other people.
We're just gonna try to go on an unintentional non-hiatus.
right. And so the next scene after commercial comes back, and we see Lloyd, and he's in a karate class
Before they do that, they do, like coming out of the course, they do quick shots of the city.
of San Francisco.
But I don't think did they ever say they're in San Francisco?
I think. Oh no! It's during this next scene when Lloyd's talking to the kids.
Oh, you're right.
Don't talk shit about San Francisco.
So yeah, they're obviously there, and the karate class is full of a lot of cute young kids doing karate, right?
How cute were they?
Like a 7 out of 7.
Nice.
And he's basically doing this long dojo credo about not disrespecting, like people calling it Cisco instead of San Francisco, and like Billy Joel. I guess they don't like Billy Joel over there. I don't know.
I guess
It's more of a Boston thing, apparently. But Liz shows up and apologizes to the guy who was with Emily. Lloyd. And she basically says, hey, you know what? I'm sorry if I insinuate anything at the dinner the other night, but I think you should probably step up your game if you want to keep Emily.
And he's like, I'm on it.
Mm-hmm.
I had this. Look at this. I got this key for her.
Oh, that's nice.
A key to what? Nobody ever says it's a key to my apartment or it's a key to her apartment or her house.
I bet it's a key to his gun safe.
I would never give a woman a key to a gun safe. But that's his way of taking it to the next level. He's going to give her a key.
Later, there's a different scene at a nightclub, and Daniel, the newly divorced Daniel's out with Austin, the British playboy, as it were. Turns out Daniel is a surgeon. He's like, yeah, I'm here to meet new women, obviously. And Austin's like, yeah, I'm a British guy, but I came to the U.S. because I want to meet women, and women are dumb, and they like British accents.
Right, I get more pussy if I come here.
Smart guy.
So he goes back up to the bartender and is like, hey, you gave me the wrong phone number. Cut back to Austin sitting on a couch, and a hot-ass drunk girl is like, he's like talking about a story about the surgeon story.
Yeah.
You ever told a surgeon story?
Sometimes if I'm out at a club or something, I
Sure.
will tell ladies that I'm a surgeon, and I'll leave it up to you whether you think it works to my favor or not.
Right, and the girl seems very, very interested, and then he gets done, and she's like, I want to suck your face.
Yeah.
And I want to kiss you so bad, you're so hot, and then she passes out in his lap.
And
I was
that's
like,
when Daniel goes to work.
I was like, that's the kind of girl I like. Fall asleep, baby.
Yeah, I'll take care of the rest. Next scene, Emily and Lloyd are out on a date, and he surprises her. He's like, we're not going to our normal spot. We're going to go to a fancy dinner. And I feel like ladies say that they love spontaneity, but if you were going like, let's go over to Five Guys, burgers, and also fries,
Right.
and you're going there, and you're like, we're not going there at all. We're
Go
going
to
a
Alexander's.
Nice. She'd freak the fuck out. She's like, I'm not dressed for that at all.
Right.
Ladies won't like that kind of
No,
spontaneity.
they do not like spontaneity.
So they're at a stoplight, but she does. Emily does like it. She thinks
yeah.
it's a grand gesture. And they're at a stoplight, and they see Jessica's fiance Kyle in another car kissing a guy.
Yeah, it happens.
Like I've been known to kiss dudes, but not like Kyle was kissing a guy.
He was kissing like he was going to third base.
Oh my god!
Get it? Because of baseball reference.
I get it.
And so they're like, oh shit, what do we do? We have to tell Jessica that her fiance is gay. Mm-hmm. And so the next scene, we find Jessica and all the girls as she's trying on wedding dresses.
Well, you're jumping a little bit. Was that on purpose?
No, it's fine.
Okay, I was just going to say that Austin confronts the bartender. She's not interested. And then she embarrasses Austin in front of everyone at the nightclub.
Oh.
And then also at the nice restaurant, Lloyd proposes to Emily with a key in the ring box. And she's like, I'm glad it wasn't a marriage proposal. And Lloyd's like, why are you glad? And he wasn't even going to propose to her, but he gets mad that she was relieved that it wasn't. And he gets up and leaves. And then the next day, you're right, then they go try on wedding dress with Jessica.
Right. And they're like, Emily is like, hey, I hate to tell you this, but your fiance, I saw him kissing a boy. She's like, yeah, he's gay. And I'm like, the beard? Like, what?
Have you not heard that before, beard?
Uh-uh.
That's a fairly common term used when a lady is like with a dude that she knows is gay.
And he's trying to cover it up by having a wife. A wife.
I don't know. Are we past that now?
Yeah, I would think so.
Does anyone really give a shit if anyone's gay?
I don't give a fuck.
I mean, the old people who care, 10 years they'll be dead.
I don't like that you're gay.
But who gives a shit?
Oh my god, I pooped my pants.
She's happy about it though, because I mean, who wouldn't want to be married to a guy who's making a lot of money and get to go to fancy places and stuff? So
she's gonna have
excited.
a 5-carat ring, and here's a guy who's taking care of her, and she didn't have to have sex with him.
Later, Austin goes to the hospital where Daniel's a surgeon, and he's asking her about
Yeah,
the
he just
bartender.
walks into like the scrub room.
And he's like, hey, man, I think I'm in love with her. He's like, you're not in love with her. He's like, what about that one girl years ago that you, wasn't her name Kelly too? He's like, yeah.
Kaylee.
Oh, Kaylee. And it turns out it was the same girl from years ago that he had slept with.
Yeah, it clicks. He's like, oh, that's why.
11 years ago. Yeah. Anyway, Lloyd gets home and finds Emily there. I assume she used the key to get in his place, the new key.
Freaks the hell out of him.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah, no one's at my house right now. If I went there and someone was there, it'd scare the hell out of me. They continue their kind of argument discussion about the key versus the marriage proposal, and Emily proposes to Lloyd, and he blows it. She's like, "Will you marry me?" And he's like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Hey, we don't need to get married for this to work out. We should just, focus on being us."
Right.
Do you ever think about that? You and I just need to focus on being us
As individuals or as a couple?
as a unit.
G-unit.
I love G unit.
I think there's a lot of times we are
Yeah.
incapacitated.
Sure.
But there's sometimes that we're way off.
We're recapacitated, right? Yeah.
Yep. And so then we cut to the British guy, Austin. He's again talking to the bartender. He's like, "What? Why? Why aren't you into me?" And then he's like, "Oh, or the 11 years ago. Don't you remember? Blah blah blah." And then her kid comes out from the background.
Why is that kid there in the nightclub? I know it's probably during the day, but why is he there?
He's bouncing in the club.
Pocket full of drugs, probably?
He's probably getting out of school. He comes there to have wings, and then he goes home.
They do make good wings there.
Oh, I love the wings.
The kid comes out with a tuba. He's like, "Hey, Mom, listen to this." And that's pretty good tuba
Thanks.
noise.
Yeah, Have you ever seen me use this tuba? It's been sitting here forever.
No, it's been sitting there collecting dust, and you finally.
Sorry, I got dust on you.
Thank you.
It was in the wind.
The kid comes out and plays the tuba, and then Austin's like, "Oh, that's my kid, right? I had sex with 11 years ago. It could only be my kid."
Right.
It turns out, I guess it kind of.
It's going to be like
it leaves us thinking that
right.
it probably is.
And then Austin's like, he's talking to Quincy Jones's daughter, and he's like, you're a mom. Does anything change or whatever? And he's like, and she's like, yeah, for sure. And he's like, but when they turn 11, everything goes back to normal. And she's like, no.
That changed your whole life forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Gus smiles.
Yeah, they're all at Emily's having dinner there again. They all seem happy, but there is some uneasiness at the end of the night. Like Daniel and Alice, they're like, yeah, we're dating other people, but Daniel's kind of like he's kind of uneasy about it. And then Kyle's there, a secret gay guy, and he starts winking at Austin, who's like he's smiling at him, just friendly. And then Kyle's like, what if I kiss you in my car? And so there's kind of it leaves it open for a little bit of uneasiness, but that's the end, right?
Thank God.
What do you mean? You didn't love it?
Please remain seated as we are now crossing a zone of turbulence.
Turbulence.
Our 30s. What time? When the Friends show? Did you ever watch the Friends?
Oh yeah, me and my stepsister. She was really into Friends, and I used to watch a lot of Friends, and I listened to Harry Connick Jr. with her.
There's a lot of stepsister porn these days.
What?
You said you used to watch it with your stepsister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a thing.
Okay, well, I'll move on.
Never gotten into that.
It's the back end account. When you watch The Friends and episode 1 comes out, you're like, oh my God, it's the first episode. This is fantastic. You look at all those babyface actors. How old were they? Were they in their 20s?
Oh, yeah, for sure. They were in their 20s.
23, 25?
Yeah, for sure.
I think so. Mm-hmm. And then who's that one? Lisa Kudrow's like 35 when it starts.
Smell the cat. What are they feeding you?
I bet it's more about not washing the cat than what they're feeding it.
You have to. It's a process of elimination. You start with what are you feeding him, and you eventually get down to you haven't had a bath.
Okay, it's a multi-tiered process.
Amen.
Smart. Why did not our 30s work?
Jesus, I have never taken I took a lot of notes, but I've never taken less notes in regards to breaking it down of what I didn't like or wouldn't.
Right.
It was blah. There was nothing really funny or exciting about it. It was just like it was like the Dollar General version of Friends. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I was gonna say
you can still clean your butt with it,
sure.
but it's not Charmin's.
Sure. I am a Charmin guy. It's funny you mentioned
Charmin now.
Yeah. There's some things I splurge on. One is the cloth that wipes my asshole.
That's good. What's the other thing?
What's something else? I splurge on Pyrex usually.
Damn it! I was looking for the name of it.
I love to splurge.
I'm Pyrex.
I splurge 3 times a day. I usually splurge like once a day.
How all 3 times did you splurge? What did you do?
What do you mean? What did I do?
What did you splurge on?
On my phone, and thank God I got that new phone squeegee to clean it off.
Right.
But and my phone's got the case on it to where it almost is like an ice rink. It's kind of got that little barrier, so it keeps it in there.
Yeah, so it's hard to get out of the cracks.
It's hard to get out of the cracks, but you're also glad it's not spilling over.
Well, yeah.
So
a little spilling is erotic.
So splurge here and there.
What else? The Pyrex. The Pyrex.
Oh, I thought you were like just moving the show
along. And the Satan book.
I say what else?
And the Satan book.
Sometimes I splurge on different religious texts. Yeah, that's right.
Thank God you didn't say your sister.
This is my stepsister. Your stepsister. I'm into your stepsister. How's she doing?
She's good.
You tell her
I talked to her the other day. On Mother's Day, I called her.
Did you tell her I said, what's up?
I said, Jesus, what's up?
And she's like, who the fuck is Jason?
She's like, I don't know anything about your life.
This show is, I think you nailed it earlier. I would say this show is the Mitt Romney of podcasts.
Okay. All right.
Like, there's nothing exciting about Mitt Romney. I think if he were to have been elected president, which I don't think he had a ghost of a chance against Obama, but if he had, I'm sure he would have been a fine president.
Sure.
Just another old white guy in the office.
Yep.
He would have got the job done. I think this show could have just got the job done. It would have been another 2.5 Men, 2 Broke Girls,
Two Girls, One Cup.
Two Girls, One Cup. That's right. The great show.
Two men and an adolescent kid.
Two men and a little lady. Just all those shows that are just such kind of like
Fillers.
stamped.
They're fillers.
They're just template stamped, used car salesman, blah. You know what I mean? It's just, it is what it was. If I were to improve this show, I don't know, they did have one black guy on there, I guess, and Rashida Jones is a half black lady.
Well, yeah, and they had a gay guy, which I don't think he was a real life gay, but like
I also don't think that he would have been a recurring character.
You don't think so?
No.
They were fiancés.
I don't think it would have worked out.
Okay.
They have too many fucking cast members the way it is. They had like 7 cast members, and then Kyle, the gay guy, and we didn't talk to Kyle at all. He was shown off in 2 scenes and then kissing a dude in another. I think 3 episodes removed from that, we don't see Kyle ever again.
That's true. Maybe she came to her senses and knew it wouldn't work out.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. But I don't want to be one of those guys who like champions diversity on TV shows. I mean, there was a black guy there. They had a black guy who was a main cast member.
It was an interracial relationship, even.
Yeah, it's so super progressive. So I'm not trying to add more to that.
Progressive. Be progressive.
Oh yeah. There we go. If this had survived, come on.
They're gonna walk into each other's house like they did on Friends.
Someone's gonna buy a monkey for a season.
They're gonna meet at the coffee shop. They're gonna meet that every Sunday. They're gonna meet at that house, and that's where they're gonna meet.
It's the beginning and ending of each episode, them wrapping things up. Yeah. It's a pretty formulaic thing that I don't know. Probably not super interested in.
Gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure.
When was the last thing you were super interested in?
Are in their full upright position.
Cookingware?
Pyrex, probably. I have the mixing bowls, the 4 set of nesting mixing bowls, and I've also got the 4 set of nesting Cinderella bowls, which have the nice pouring spout at the end. And today I picked up a creamer glass, and I also picked up a sugar bowl, and this one had the lid. The lids are hard to find. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, just a little insight to the kind of things that I enjoy. It's all vintage. I love vintage stuff.
Yeah.
It's just who I am, man. It's one of the things I splurge on.
Get a lot of fuck you money, I guess.
Sure. No, you know what I found out, though? I've been flipping shit lately where it's just like I'm paying for my own hobby with this stuff.
Nice. That's good.
I'll find something for $1 and I will literally sell it a day or two later for $20.
Nice.
So I'm paying for my own hobby.
Right.
But still I splurge. I still splurge.
All over.
Remember that drink Splurge?
Oh, yeah, in the green can.
And people are always like,
I can't take it.
They would run to it.
Yeah, I just drink a whole bottle of Splurge.
They would jump over like logs, right? And like up a mountain with like rocks crumbling around them.
They would take a bullet for one.
Trying to get to that Splurge. Yeah, I love that shit.
Good stuff.
Love that Splurge. Boy. Final Descent, the part of the program where we talk about what other people have had to say about our 30s. Sometimes we don't have information here. Sometimes people don't talk about the show and there's nothing to say, but thank God Almighty in heaven that there are some.
There are definitely a few people.
1 out of 10 decimal points in play. Blake, what do you think people from around the world said about our 30s? How do they rate it on IMDb.com?
A 6.5.
It's a 6.4.
Ooh, I was so
from
close.
17. It finally almost paid off. Almost. 17 ratings, 6.4 viewer reviews, 2 out of 10 scars, rather smutty. This is from just last year, June 11th, 2020, by Martin Haffer. The show's about
Martin Haffer.
Oh yeah, but no L in there. The show is about a group of 30-somethings who pretty much talk about sex nonstop.
I'm not a prude.
What? Come here, real quick. Come here. Oh, he left the room. The next line is literally, "I am not a prude." That is very bizarre that he knew that. But I found the pilot, Our 30s, very smutty because so many of the jokes were about sex. Again, I am no prude. But the sexual comments were almost nonstop, a sure sign that instead of good writing, the show was relying on shock value. Perhaps this is why the show never was approved as a series. Or perhaps the network was nervous about the gay jokes in the show. As for me, I would much rather have had a show about gay folks as people, not just punchlines. Amen, Martin Haffer. Aside from seeing Rashida Jones before her success in Parks and Recreation, I couldn't find a lot about this one. Plus, seeing her play a woman who sadly was often referred to as a slut instead of a real person, there wasn't a lot to recommend this pilot. Overall, it's shallow and unfunny. A couple more quick viewer reviews here. Carbonated Margarine from 2 years ago says, I can see why this didn't get picked up as a series, but many thanks for uploading it. Hey, come here. What did you say when you left the room?
I said, I'm not a prude.
Did you know that was the next line?
Yes.
How did you know that?
Huh?
How did you know that?
I went to IMDb.
Well, did you write it down?
No, I just remembered that. I wrote down 6.4, and I was going to say 6.4, but then I was like, then you'd be like, oh, you looked at IMDb, so I said 6.5.
But you knew you had committed that to memory that the next line was I'm not a prude.
I read that whole one.
Not nearly as impressive if you had just pulled that out of your ass, but still impressive that you looked there. Pretty good.
I do work too.
Oh, I know you do. But many thanks for uploading it because I'm happy for any opportunity to watch Peter Serafinowicz. Rashida Jones is great too. And finally, Rondo with a Book from 1 year ago says, too many characters to keep track of.
I'm carrying this book around, but there's too many characters.
You know what I find about a book? There's always a couple blank pages in the front and back. For whatever reason, make some fucking notes, lady.
Yeah, sure.
You got the book, make some notes.
Dedicated to somebody.
Dedicate a book written by someone else to someone in your life.
We should start doing that. Just randomly buy like weird books.
Or just go to the library.
No, just go. Oh, and just write them in the library
And
and
put
them
'em
back.
back.
Nice. Let's
Put
do
'em
that.
back.
Can we do that for my birthday?
You got to put them back. Your birthday? Yeah, next year you got it. Landing, the end of the show. We gave you some information. Maybe you listened to it. Maybe you're yawning the whole time like Blake was. Tough to say. But at the end of the line here, we have to give it a rating. We have to sum it up, put that cherry on top. 1 to 7, that's the grading scale. Blake, do you want to break down the grading scale for us?
Yeah, the rating scale is based on the wonderful television show Wings. And it's a 7 being the best. That's a Brian Hackett. And a 1 is the worst. That's a Roy Biggins.
R.I.P.
And there's a lot of people in between. There's Helen Chappell.
Yeah, she's in there.
Antonio Scarpacci.
Love him.
Faye Yetten.
Great lady.
James Hackett.
Smooth as hell.
And Lowell Mathers.
Yep.
Yep. So
It's so weird that you remember Lowell, even though he's technically on the show, but we haven't used him in like 4 or 5 years. It's so weird that you remember.
I keep forgetting the other guy's name.
Bud
Bronski. Damn it. But so Jason, using that scale, how do you rate our 30s?
Oh God.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm drinking this Daisy Cutter Pale Ale.
Look at them girls in the Days Duke sound.
I love that song. Is that Come On Ride the Train by the Quad City DJs?
No.
I love them too. Listen to me. I would say that this is not very good.
No.
There's some good production value here. I think the acting it's fine, but a lot of these people they just look like anybody. You know, there's nothing special about some of the folks in here and the storylines.
Nobody has a patch on their eye.
How many times do I say get a fucking patch on one of these?
Someone in a
characters?
wheelchair.
Yeah, get someone with a hollow leg who keeps it filled with like a D batteries. You know, do something fun.
Sure.
D batteries are fun.
Change it up.
Change it up. Doesn't have to be D batteries. It can be C. This is, for me, this is a 3. It's not good, but man, we've seen some real garbage. I don't like this. I don't think it should have been made into a series. That was the right move, canceling after 1. Rashida Jones is cool. I like her. That Peter Serafinowicz, the British guy, he is lauded, and he works to this day very consistently, and he's a star in Britain. I thought he was pretty good. The rest of it, I could really leave it. I don't need it. This is a 3. Captain. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, but to me, like Lloyd and Emily were like the main characters, and they were just like not recognizable. They were just like every other people that you see every day.
I think this is a total Friends ripoff. You know, when
sure.
you look at Friends, you're not like, you know, who's the star of Friends? It was Ross and Rachel. No, they were pretty much all equal.
Yeah, the writers did a really good job of making everybody's life just as important.
This week is a Joey episode. Oh, this week is Chandler and Phoebe. They get into
3
some hijinks.
nipples.
He got 3 nipples for some reason. But Emily and Lloyd, Maybe this was their episode. Maybe they were the A storyline
Okay.
here. But next week, they might be the C story. We
yeah,
don't
but
know.
you don't do that on the first episode. You don't give one. Okay, all
Yeah,
right,
I don't
all right,
know.
All right, I don't get mad.
I'm getting pretty fucking pissed. Capitol Rupture, I will talk to you. How do you rate it?
I give this a 2. Like it was like you said. It was just, to me. I'll repeat it again. It was like the Dollar General version of Friends, and to me, when I go into Dollar General, I might be buying toilet paper for $1.47. When at Walmart, I'm going to pay $3.47.
And only your asshole will be able to tell the difference.
And you know what my asshole did right here? I give it a 2.
2. With your score of a 2, my score of a 3, we will close the book on our 30s, and we will never mention that show again.
Yeah.
But join us next time, won't you please, when we watch the pilot episode of Nuclear Family. Here's a little something to wet your whistle. The story of John and Lynn, who are trying to survive in the woods with their 11-year-old daughter while searching for their son Grant after what appears to be a nuclear holocaust. You can find the entire episode of Nuclear Family by subscribing to Couch Pilots and SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app of choice, and then simply click on one of our classically blue links in our show notes, or go to YouTube. And
you know what to do, too.
Thanks for the backup.
Yeah.
Go to couchpilots.com. You can find all of our episodes there.
CouchPilotspodcast.com.
That's right, Couch Pilots Podcast. My mistake. Thank you very much. All of our episodes are there. You can connect to our email, our Facebook, our Twitter. We also have a Patreon. You can give us some money. We like money. It spends well.
Yeah,
money. I always say money spends well.
Yeah, it goes to the show. We never spend it. Like, we don't, buy Pyrex or anything with the money from the show.
Yeah.
It all goes back into the show.
It's not like...
And we have the 300th episode coming up.
Yeah.
We're trying to do a big thing for that. So
Yeah, it'll go into that.
Yeah,
So you'll be helping us celebrate. And I think we've got some pretty cool ideas for Couch Pilots posters coming up. And I tell you what, if you are a super listener of the program and you donate to Patreon, I think we could probably send you a poster if you send us a nice little...
or if we can find you a cardboard tube to put it in.
Which I can do almost instantly. But Blake... I know you kind of still have your eyes out for cardboard tubes, and it's been about a year and a half, 2 years.
Haven't seen one.
Yeah.
Haven't seen a one.
Leave it to me. I'll take care of it.
All right, Beaver.
That June Cleaver is a hot piece of ass, I tell you
For
what.
sure.
I'm excited. We got a cool episode 300 poster coming out. And we got some more details of 300 coming as well. And we have a big piece of information
Finale.
dropping next week.
Oh.
It's Blake's finale. Yeah, it'll be the last episode Blake's on. But we have a big announcement next week as it pertains to CouchCon. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited for that. And this is the end of the show. And Blake is, again, committed to taking his little part at the end of the show where it's his segment. And he said, this segment, this season, I'm going to compliment Jason in some fashion. And it's not going to be the same compliment 10 times in a row.
I didn't try to pull that off.
Okay, so do you have one for me this week?
Yes, I do. And we are on 7, so I only have like 3 more to think of after this one. Hui vey. I would have to say that you are a very creative person. You, why? Don't look at me. That's weird. I don't fucking look at me. That's spooky. Anyway, you're just very creative. You have a gift for gab. You come off the cuff, and that's one of the things I like about you.
I splurge off the cuff.
You all over the cuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're very quick witted. So and I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I'll take that as the compliment that it was intended to be. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sure. Fuck me, right?
I
Remember last week when Hoover took my line? He said, "Fuck me, right?" I looked at him, I was like, "You motherfucker!" That's my line.
remember when last week Hoover did a lot of things, and your wife did some things, and then
She didn't do some other things after we were done.
Oh shit! Do you remember when she sang "Happy Birthday"?
Oh yeah,
A couple times.
at an octave only dogs could hear.
Well, I heard it. Now I got to go see my optometrist. This pilot may have been rough, but it is always a smooth flight here on Couch Pilots. Thanks, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
Later, taters.
On behalf of Couch Pilots and the entire crew, we'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we are looking forward to seeing you on board again in the near future. Have a nice day.